Hello everyone, welcome to Principles of Communication Systems lecture series. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about amplitude modulation bandwidth, amplitude modulation total power calculation and some numerical examples. How to find out the bandwidth for AM signal? We know that bandwidth is difference between the highest and lowest frequency of the signal. We know that bandwidth is f maximum minus f minimum. In previous lecture, we derived mathematical representation for amplitude modulated wave. So amplitude modulated wave we represent in terms of S of t, and t S of t it's equal to AC cos 2 pi fc into t. So AC cos 2 pi fc t is the carrier signal plus AC mu 2 AC mu by 2 cos 2 pi fc plus fm into t is the upper sideband signal plus AC mu by 2 cos 2 pi fc minus fm into t is the lower sideband signal. Hence, the amplitude modulated wave has three frequencies. Those are carrier frequency Fc, upper sideband signal frequency is Fc plus Fm, and this is Fc plus Fm, and lower sideband signal frequencies is Fc minus Fm, and this is Fc minus Fm. So here our main intention is to find out the bandwidth for AM signal. So if you want to find out the bandwidth for AM signal, first we need to find out the f maximum and f minimum. So here f maximum it's equal to upper sideband signal frequency and f minimum is lower sideband frequency. So f maximum it's equal to upper sideband signal frequency is fc plus fm, and this is the upper sideband signal frequency fc plus fm, and lower sideband signal frequency is fc minus fm, and this is the lower sideband signal frequency fc minus fm. Then you substitute the f maximum and f minimum values into a bandwidth formula, and this is the bandwidth formula. So bandwidth is f maximum minus f minimum. So bandwidth it's equal to fc minus fm minus fc minus fm, and this is the upper sideband signal frequency, it's equal to f maximum minus fc minus fm is the lower sideband signal frequency, it's equal to f minimum. So it's equal to bandwidth it's equal to 2 into fm. Here positive fc and negative fc get cancelled and remaining values are fm plus fm. So bandwidth is 2 into fm, where fm is the modulating signal frequency. How to find out the total power for amplitude modulated wave? Let's consider amplitude modulated wave S of t. It's equal to carrier signal plus upper sideband signal plus lower sideband signal. Power of AM wave is equal to the sum of power of carrier, upper sideband and lower sideband signal frequency components. And this is the carrier signal and frequency component is AC, and this is the upper sideband signal and frequency component is AC mu by 2, and this is the lower sideband signal frequency and frequency component is AC mu by 2. And total power PT it's equal to carrier signal power PC plus upper sideband signal power PUSB plus lower sideband signal power PLSB. We know that the standard formula for power of cos signal is power P is equal to Vrms square divided by R, where Vrms it's equal to Vm divided by root 2 whole square divided by R, where Vrms is the RMS value of the cos signal and Vm is the peak value of the cos signal. So Vrms and Vm is entirely different. Let's consider one cos series signal. Its signal is continuously varying with respect to time t, and this is the reference line, and this is the peak amplitude of the signal. This is the reference and this is the peak amplitude of the signal is Vm. Vm is the peak amplitude of the signal. First, let us find out the power of carrier. So carrier power Pc, it's equal to Vrms square divided by R. So Vrms is the frequency component of the carrier signal. So maximum amplitude of the carrier signal is AC. So AC, it's equal to Vm. So total carrier power Pc, it's equal to AC by root 2 whole square divided by R. It's equal to AC square divided by 2R. And this is a standard equation. It's equal to Vm by root 2 whole square divided by R. So in case of carrier power, Vm is exactly it's equal to AC, and representation is different. So here we represent in terms of AC, and this is the peak amplitude of the signal. With respect to carrier signal frequency component, and peak amplitude is AC. So total power Pc, it's equal to AC by root 2 whole square divided by R. Then you simplify the equation, we get AC square divided by 2R. The carrier power Pc is equal to AC square divided by 2R. AC, where AC is the peak amplitude of the carrier signal. Let us find out the upper sideband signal power. So we know that power P is equal to Vrms square divided by R. It's equal to Vm by root 2 whole square divided by R. In case of upper sideband signal power Vm, it's equal to AC into mu divided by 2. Just you replace Vm into AC into mu divided by 2 into root 2 whole square divided by R. So simplify these equations. After simplification, we get AC square into mu square divided by 8R. Similarly, we will get the lower sideband signal power same as that of the upper sideband power, because frequency components are same for upper sideband power, upper sideband signal frequency, and lower sideband signal frequency. So we will get PLSB, it's equal to AC square into mu square divided by 8R. Now let us add these three power in order to get the power of AM wave. So we know that total power for AM, it's equal to carrier signal power plus lower sideband signal power plus upper sideband signal power, and total power PT, it's equal to carrier signal power is AC square divided by 2R plus upper sideband signal power is AC square into mu square divided by 8R plus lower sideband signal power is AC square into mu square divided by 8R. PT, it's equal to AC square divided by 2R. AC square 2R is the common factor, take it outside, into 1 remaining values are 1 plus mu square divided by 4 plus mu square divided by 4. Again you simplify the equation, total power Pt, it's equal to carrier power into 1 plus mu square by 2. We can use the above formula to calculate the power of AM wave when the carrier power and modulated index are known. Note that if the modulation index mu is equal to 1, then the power of AM wave is equal to 1.5 times of the carrier power. Just you replace mu into 1, you simplify the equation. The total power PT, it's equal to 1.5 into PC, the 1.5 times of the carrier power, so that the power required for transmitting an AM wave is 1.5 times of the carrier power for a perfect modulation. Previous and this lecture video, we have discussed the parameters in amplitude modulation. Each parameter has its own formula. By using those formulas, we can find out the respective parameter values. Let us solve a few problems based on the concept of amplitude modulation. A modulating signal m of t, it's equal to 10 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 3 into t. Amplitude modulated with a carrier signal is c of t, it's equal to 50 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 5 t. Find the upper sideband, lower sideband modulation index, the carrier power, and the power required for transmitting AM wave. In this problem, they are given modulating signal m of t, carrier signal c of t. We have to find out the upper sideband, lower sideband, modulation index mu, carrier power Pc, and power required for transmitted AM wave Pt. So we have to find out the F USB, FLSB, mu, Fc, and total power Pt. The given modulating signal is m of t, it's equal to 10 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 3 into t. This is the given modulating signal m of t. We know that the standard equations of modulating signal is m of t, it's equal to am cos 2 pi fm into t. This is the standard equation for modulating signal. By comparing the above two equations, we will get the amplitude of the modulating signal. So this is the m of t and this is the m of t. So LHS is common. Then you compare the RHS value. So this is the RHS value. The given equation is 10 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 3 into t, and standard equation is am cos 2 pi fm into t. So here we have to find out the amplitude of the modulating signal as well as frequency of the signal. So amplitude is am. So here the amplitude is 10. The amplitude of the modulating signal am is equal to 10 volt. Then we have to find out the frequency. Just you compare the cos and its function. Cos and its function. So it's equal to 2 pi fm into t. It's equal to 2 pi 10 to the power 3 into t. 2 pi t and t get cancelled, and frequency fm, it's equal to 10 to the power 3. The frequency of the modulating signal is fm is equal to 10 to the power 3 hertz, it's equal to 1 kilohertz. Modulating signals m of t is equal to 10 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 3 t. The amplitude is 10 volt and frequency is 1 kilohertz. Then we have to find out the carrier signal amplitude and frequency. The given carrier signal equation is c of t, it's equal to 50 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 5 into t. This is the given carrier signal. The standard equations of the carrier signal is c of t, it's equal to ac cos 2 pi fc into t. So by comparing these two equations, we will get a amplitude of the carrier signal. The amplitude of the carrier signal AC, it's equal to 50 volt, and frequency of the carrier signal FC, it's equal to 10 to the power 5 hertz, it's equal to 100 kilohertz. Now we have to find out the upper sideband frequency FUSB. We know that FUSB is equal to carrier signal plus modulating signal. So we know the carrier signal and modulating signal. So carrier signal, it's equal to 100 kilohertz and modulating signal frequency is 1 kilohertz. It's equal to 101 kilohertz. The upper sideband signal frequency is 101 kilohertz. Then we have to find out the lower sideband signal frequency. Lower sideband signal frequency FLSB, it's equal to Fc minus Fm. So Fc is equal to 100 kilohertz and Fm is equal to 1 kilohertz, it's equal to 99 kilohertz. Now we have to find out the modulation index. So we know the formula for modulation index as mu, it's equal to AM divided by AC. AM is the amplitude of the modulating signal and AC is the carrier signal amplitude. Then you substitute the AM and AC values into a modulation index. We know that AM is equal to 10 volt and AC is equal to 50 volt. Just to replace AM into 10 and AC into 50. So we get mu, it's equal to 0.2. Therefore, the value of the modulation index is 0.2. In terms of percentage, the modulation index it's equal to 20%. Next, we have to find out the carrier power. The formula for carrier power PC is equal to AC square divided by 2 into R. Let's assume R is equal to 1 ohm and substitute the AC values into above formula. The AC is 50 volt. The carrier power PC it's equal to 50 square divided by 2 into 1, it's equal to 1250 watt. The carrier power is PC is 1250 watts. Then we have to find out the power required for transmitting the amplitude modulated wave is PT is equal to carrier power PC into 1 plus mu square divided by 2. So already we calculated the carrier power PC and modulation index mu. Just to replace PC into a particular value and modulation index into a particular value. Then you substitute the PC and mu values into a above equation. The total power PT it's equal to carrier power it's equal to 1250 watt, 1250 into 1 plus mu square. Mu is equal to 0.2 square divided by 2. So we'll get 1275 watts. Therefore, the power required for transmitting the AM wave is 1275 watts. These are some references. Thank you.